everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I have a card tutorial for you. It's a shaker card, and Stampin' Up just came out with some new, they're called foam adhesive strips. So these are for making shaker cards, and I'm telling you, it's been a blessing for me because I've attempted shaker cards so many times and I always struggle with them. I've tried the foam, I've tried the old-fashioned way of just piecing pieces all the way around, and I always fail at it. But this has become, I've made 3 or 4 already in the last week or so for different occasions for friends. And so I want to show you how quick and easy this can be for making shaker cards. This is the card that I'm sharing today. And you can see all the little sequins and stuff in it. So let's go ahead and get started with it. And what you're going to need for this is I'm just using a 5 by 4 1/4 inch card base. Usually it's 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, but I wanted the shaker to fit more in the middle, so I made it 5 by 4 1/4. So this is your card base, and then your matte piece is going to be, this is our Brights collection. It's the Real Red, and it's the Designer Series stack, and this is 4 3/4 by 4. And then you'll just need some scrap pieces for your balloons. And then what I did was I used our framelits, and I already did this because I wanted to kind of speed up this video and not go crazy with running this through the big shot and stuff. So I'm using the larger one from our Square Collections framelits, and then I'm using, these are our new square layering framelits. Look at this, and look how many you get, and this one also is included in there. And these are scalloped, half our straight edge, and I am loving this set. And we have a bunch of new framelits. We have the circles, hearts, ovals, and there are so many in here, and it's such a reasonable price for all these little framelits that you get. And you know you can use this for so much. So what I did was I just used some Whisper White, and I cut one of the larger squares out, and then I just ran it through the big shot, and then I took the scalloped one and I centered it on some Bermuda Bay, and all you have to do is line it up, and I have the magnetic platform, so this makes it super easy. And then I run that through the big shot, and then you get the little frame. So you'll need these 2 pieces for your shaker. So okay, let's go ahead and start stamping this, and I'm using the Sweet Stack, and I'm using this Wishing You the Happiest of Birthdays. I think this would be cute too, since I put the balloons on there, but I'm going to go ahead and use the one I used on the first card. So I'm going to stamp that with our Archival Basic Black, and we're just going to stamp the white, Whisper White. And this is kind of running low on ink, so hopefully I'm going to be able to get it to stamp really good the first time. So I'm going to just center it, and we're going to stamp that. And I always hold it for just a minute, and yeah, we got a great thing. So I want to make sure that fits in and it's perfect. And then what I did was I used these little dots, and these are also in the same stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp around this. Okay, so I want to just make sure that my frame covers all, and the dots, there's not anything empty space showing. So that is our base for our shaker. And now what I'm going to need is, and I forgot to cut the piece, I'm going to need a piece of 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 window sheet. And I am going to go ahead, scoot this out of the way, and I'm going to cut that really quick because I forgot to get it ready. So that one's already 3 3/4. Okay, so we have that ready. And you're going to attach your window sheet to the frame. And I'm just going to use some snail for this part. I like to use the fast fuse, but I actually just ran out of it, and I'll be placing an order June 1st because you know the new catalog is going live, and I'm super excited about ordering. Let's see if I can get that on right. And you don't want it hanging over. I got it on a little crooked, so I'm going to trim it up real quick. You don't want any hanging over the edge. All right, there we go. And a little trick that I learned, and I don't remember exactly where, but you can use your embossing buddy, and I just run it over the top of this, and it helps keep the static down from the sequins sticking to it so much. And then it does leave a little bit of a film on there, so you want to make sure that is wiped off, wiped clear, because you don't want it, you want it to be nice and clear. All right, so let's go ahead and do the fun part, these little foam strips. So what I do is I just take one off, and I will just start at the top here and just go all the way around. And I'm just going to curve it. If you make a circle one, it goes around a circle. Great. I've done that, and it works perfect with that too. And it's just the right size to add your sequence. You don't have to fool with what height it is, or it's going to keep all your little sequins inside. And then just keep that piece because you can use it for the next one. So we got that all ready, and I already put a bunch of sequins. Some of these are doodlebug sequins, and then I also add, here's another little tip, some little micro beads, and it helps the sequins to move around. So it really works really well. So I just gonna add that to my window here, and then we're going to just remove the backing. And then attach our, it's very, very sticky. So you want to make sure this is lined up even with your edges. So I can't look over it, but it looks like I got it good. And then just seal it down. And look at that. Look how easy that is. I just love these. It's so awesome. So let's get the rest of our card together and see how the little beads kind of move those around. So cute. And see how it doesn't stick. They don't all stick to the front. So I love that. All right, let's go get on with the rest of the card. So I'm going to do my mat here. I'll use some, I'm running out of all my adhesives. Is that empty too? Let's see. Here we go. So let's add our matting to the card base. And then I'm using some tear and tape to add our shaker because we don't want the shaker to fall off. So I use some really strong adhesive for this. I always get this stuck to my fingers. Cut that piece off. And a good way is to grab it from the center, and it comes off a lot easier. Okay, so now let's center this on our card here. And then we're ready to punch our balloons and add them to the front. Alright, so I'm going to just, using my balloon punch here, and I'll list all the supplies on my blog for this. I love this balloon punch. You don't even have to, we have coordinating stamp sets, but you don't even have to stamp. How about that? And then I'm going to use some white twine, our white baker's twine, and I just put a little adhesive on the back to add our strings. And I want to make sure it's long enough. So I can trim these down if they're a little bit too long. Alright, and we're going to use some dimensionals, and we're going to add the balloons here. So this one I'm going to put up a little bit higher. I don't want to go past that because I want to make sure that I can mail it in the regular envelope. And then I'm going to use two on top of each other for this one, so it pops up above the red one. And then we're going to put another one on the yellow one. Boy, everything's just moving around on me today. Okay, and what I did to keep the little string on there is I just used a little Tombow, and I wanted it to have a little bit of movement, kind of. So I just put two little dots, and this will dry clear. So I didn't want it to be straight, I wanted it kind of be a little bit wavy. And on this one I just left it like that. And we're going to add some little bows with our white baker's twine. And I just created the bows by hand. You can make them whatever size you want. I just kept fooling with them until I got it looking like, you know, the size that I wanted it. And then I'm going to grab a glue dot. And we're going to put one here. And we're going to add our bow. And then I'm going to make one more little bow for the other side. I'm going to use one more glue dot. And then you can trim these down to where you would like, how you like the Okay, so there you have it. It's so quick and easy, and I used to be so afraid of shaker cards, but these are so cute. I'm just having a ball, and these little strips actually I'm in love with, and it makes it so quick, so easy, and look how adorable. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed the project today. Here's the other one. And if you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com, and actually today is going to be the first day that you can order from the new annual catalog. So everyone go crazy because it is a great catalog this year. I'm so in love with this catalog. Anyway, everyone have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.